Hi everyone, welcome to my latest review. Today I will be joined by my good friend Seth Baronian.
Guten Tag, ja.
Because as you know, today I'm reviewing the worst Batman movie ever made, Batman and Robin.
With George Clooney as Batman, because why?
So the film stars George Clooney as Batman and Bruce Wayne, Alicia Silverstone as Barbara Wilson,
and
as
Batgirl,
Chris O'Donnell as Robin / Dick Grayson, Michael Gough as Alfred Pennyworth, and Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, and Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Oh, and yeah, so basically the plot of this movie is, it opens up with Mr. Freeze freezing like an anthropology dinosaur museum for some reason, and Batman and Robin come in and try to save him, or capture him.
And one of the best lines of the movie, probably one of the most iconic lines of this movie, is Arnold Schwarzenegger turns to them and goes, "What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!" And then he freezes a dinosaur, and then it shatters and he's able to get away. But first of all, Arnold / Freeze, that's not what killed the dinosaurs. Like, a meteor killed the dinosaurs, and that's what started the Ice Age, but the dinosaurs weren't alive during the Ice Age. They were all dead already.
Hey, the dinosaurs were conspiracy, man. No, that is not true, but I'm just trying to be funny, because with this kind of movie, that's all you can really do.
Yeah, because it's garbage.
So, meanwhile, Mr. Freeze wants to rescue his dying wife from
McGregor syndrome.
No, not Ewan McGregor syndrome. Who played Obi-Wan. No. Anyway, so in other news, Uma Thurman's character is like this obsessed environmentalist plant lady
who's trying to make the plants like sentient and able to attack so they can protect themselves from the evil people, and she tries to get Bruce Wayne / Batman to like stop using fossil fuels and stuff entirely and like antifreeze. And Bruce is like, we can't do that because if we do, millions of people will die from freezing and starvation and stuff. And she's like, what's a few million deaths in Earth's greatest scheme? And he's like, bitch, you crazy.
Unfortunately, whatever message this film might have tried to have is completely overshadowed by the really cheesy and unnecessary weird love triangle thing, because Poison Ivy is literally trying to like basically shoots like weird green hormone stuff into Batman and Robin's nose, and they become infatuated with her,
and then they fight over her, and then Batman has to be like, you're my family, don't, like, she's trying to kill us both, like, it's what? Like, that's all I can really say about this movie. It's just a what? Like,
so basically, the plot is very convoluted, very poorly written, and whatever seeds of a good story that might have been there is completely, well, unfortunately, overacted or underacted, horribly miscast.
Oh yeah, the acting.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably, as Mr. Freeze, probably the worst casting decision in cinema history. George Clooney as Batman, probably the second worst.
No, George Clooney is definitely worst Batman. Arnold Schwarzenegger played a decent Freeze because of his evil laugh. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a great evil laugh. Like,
the puns!
The puns he used!
Cool party! Or, like, there's a scene where he's, like, doing a weird composition for... What? I mean, why?
Oh, yeah, and his puns were bad, but that's not him. That was the directing. And Uma Thurman also... Those two characters were decent cast. George Clooney as Batman, like, he's way too good looking and, like, pretty to be Batman. Like, he's not, like, George Clooney as Batman is like, the midget guy as Darth Vader. Like, it doesn't work. Like, that's not a good acting choice.
Well, the other issue is the character development is just happens way too, it's just like so sudden. It's like Batgirl's character literally goes from like just this random school.
Oh, she goes from Alfred Pennyworth's niece, who's just like a little schoolgirl that Robin's in love with, to some badass kick-ass girl when she finds out the Batcave, and Alfred just gives her an outfit. He's like, oh yeah, I figured you'd find this. So he gives her Batgirl's outfit, and then she just starts kicking people's asses, and it's like, how would she know how to use all the bat tools? And when did she learn how to kick ass? Like, that doesn't... You what?
So, the real meat and potatoes of this is the anatomically correct bat
Oh
suit.
my God.
You take this.
The Batman, Batman and Robin had bat nipples. Why?
And Batgirl, too.
Oh, Batgirl, well, she didn't really have bat nipples, she just had really pointy boobies.
God, man.
But they had
The butt shots.
They had bat nipples, and their butts were like encased in like spandex.
The bat ass.
The badass was, damn, that's a nice ass.
That bat ass, man.
But the thing is, like, they have such anatomically correct suits. I was expecting, like, when they did the pan, to have like an outline of the bat penis.
Oh God!
But
this
luckily,
is supposed to be a somewhat family-friendly.
Luckily, but I'm saying, luckily,
I know what you mean.
Luckily, there wasn't, because I was scared when I saw the bat nipples. I was like, oh no, this can't be happening. Like, this suit can't be completely anatomically correct, and luckily it wasn't, because that would have scarred me, and I don't think I would have ever been able to watch another Batman movie again. But the casting, like, I don't think it was necessarily the casting that was bad. It was the directing, because they wanted everybody so over the top. Like, the fight scenes, like the CGI, the special effects and the fight scenes were
so
decent.
Fake.
They were so fake, and they were so over the top. Like, Batman would punch somebody, and the person would be like, and go through like 7 windows, and it's like.
Then there's the ice skating part in the beginning. There's
Oh,
the part where they like surf on.
Okay,
that's
so
not how physics works. Like, I'm not a smart person, but even I know that.
So, okay, just talking about this point, they're following Mr. Freeze, and then they jump up and click their heels, and just ice skates come out the bottom of their shoes, and like, are all their shoes? Like, why is that? And then they're skating, and then their building explodes, and they're falling through the air, and this thing explodes, and they both jump on these two like little board-shaped pieces of debris, and they're falling through the air like 100 miles an hour, and the boards just stay on their feet. And at this one point, Robin flips upside down, and the board just doesn't move, and it's like he was saying, like, that's not how physics works. Like, me no dummy, but physics, no. And it's just like, you know that doesn't work, and it's so over the top, and yeah.
And then there's like a bat everything. Even, of course, I'm not even gonna get into the bat credit card. It's like, what is their next? Bat duct tape, bat coffee.
Oh no, that's the
bat friendship, bat trolls.
But that's the
bat
thing.
internet trolls.
Like, they had to buy all this stuff.
Bat Trump. No.
Bat Trump. That's a good one.
Let's not get into that.
But they had to buy all this stuff, and then Batman just goes. He was in his bat suit, and he goes,
Bat Obama.
And it's just like a bat-shaped credit card just shoots out of his like little hand thing, and it's like, first of all, why is that a thing? Second of all, a bat-shaped credit card wouldn't work because it wouldn't have a strip long enough to slot. Like, the plot holes in this movie, it basically it looks like the surface of the moon.
And that is putting it lightly. It's weird. Batman has had some of the best, most incredible, most finely produced films in any
like
superhero
The Dark Knight
universe.
With Heath Ledger.
And then it's had some of the absolute worst, and this is the bottom of the barrel. There's been, like I said in my last review, everybody says the 90s were so innocent. Not true. Batman and Robin proves that is a load of crap.
The 90s were not innocent at all. Not even the 90s produced Batman and Robin, and also didn't they produce Troll 2?
The early 90s are... But no, we're sticking to Batman and Robin. But
I just had to reference how the 90s are not innocent at even a little.
I don't know, Seth. I do disagree with you. I do think most of the casting was bad, too. Like, George Clooney...
As Batman, why?
Sure, he's a talented actor.
But he's way too attractive to be Batman.
And
Uma Thurman.
I like Arnold Schwarzenegger as like a crazy sort of like ridiculous actor as Mr. Freeze, but like, oh man.
Or like Uma Thurman, she was like a decent cast because Uma Thurman can play that crazy character, but the way they made her play she and Arnold Schwarzenegger could have been good characters. but the way they made them act their roles just took it from being like a decent casting to being an absolute garbage cast.
So this movie to me has negative good points.
Oh no,
Not one.
this movie doesn't even register on the goodness scale. Like on the scale of 1 to 10, why? On the scale of 1 to 10, this movie sucks bat balls.
So I'm gonna give this movie literally an infinite amount of angry faces and zero smiley faces. And this is my channel, but so that's gonna be what you see on the screen. But Seth, what do you think?
On a scale, like I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, it sucks bat balls. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this movie a negative suck butt award, and, oh, you said negative infinity smiley. I'm gonna say negative infinity good times. Because this movie, actually, I wouldn't say that, because this movie is so bad, it's kind of like other bad movies review.
I had to get a little drunk to actually sit through this movie.
Oh yeah, like, I was completely sober because I figured the first time I saw it I needed to be sober. I would have enjoyed a little bit of booze or weed because this movie, if you were high, this movie would have been great because it was one of the bad movies, but it's so bad it's kind of funny. So if you were intoxicated on any substance,
if you're on a lot of drugs.
Yeah, if you're intoxicated on a significant amount of weed, alcohol, or any other substance you choose to use.
Mix of all of them.
Shrooms would probably make this movie pretty fun.
Yeah. So the point is, I'm all batted out. I don't think I can ever watch another Batman movie after this. What is that?
Wait, Dan, look at that!
Oh, I'm Batman!
And my bat chick brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, it's better than yours.
And Dana!
Oh my God!
Woo!
You must finish what you started. You watched the first Bad Batman. Now you must watch all the Bad Batman!
What are you doing here?
What do you want with me?
Come with me, Dana, and I will make Batman great again. Because sometimes truth isn't good enough. Sometimes fanboys need to be rewarded for their blind faith. Sometimes you have to admire the bat nipples.
Oh, Dana, I think you have to go.
I have to finish what I started.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dana. I'm sorry I can't help you.
Bat goodbye.
Bat farewell.
Dana, you must come with me to finish what you started. We must run. Go! Let's go. Open the door. Get out!
I had a bat slip. And I think I got a bat blister.
Bat, help you up.
Here's... Oh, this is yours.
The bat key. Get to the Batmobile.
Batman's so awesome now he has a beard. And he drives a Mini Cooper because of Batman.
Batman!
Batman!